Hey guys, so today I have a beauty haul for you, and it is a beauty haul from two of, I think, my absolute favorite beauty stores to visit, and it is Sephora and Ulta. So I have quite a bit of shopping I've done over the past 2 weeks. This wasn't done all in one day, but it was done all very, very recently. So I have lots of stuff to show you. Most of the stuff I actually haven't even touched yet because I didn't want to get into it and mess up the look of it. Some stuff I couldn't help, I had to get into it. So I will go ahead and show you everything that I have now. And I think I'm going to start off with Sephora products. Sephora actually was having a Beauty Insider Appreciation Week, so I decided to take advantage, and they were giving you 4 times points on anything you purchased, so I wanted to take advantage of that. And I went to the store, and I did do some online shopping as well, but in store I saw some sheet masks that I had never actually seen before, and I asked the associate about them, and she said these are brand new, so anything that's new I'm really excited about. But this past year I've been really, really into sheet masks. I really like them. I think they give you really great results. And a little tip about sheet masks, usually if you use them one time, cut the top off, use them one time, put them back into the little satchel they come in, and then put them in the fridge. You can use them the next day or maybe even 2 days later and get like a second little use out of them. So they could be more than just one-time use products. Both of these sheet masks happen to be by Dr. Jart, which is not a brand I've really used too much before, but I have heard good things about them. And there are 2 different kinds of hydrating masks. One is the water replenishment cotton sheet mask, and the other one is the Vital Hydra Solution deep hydration sheet mask. I have dry skin, so these are definitely products that appeal to me. They did have tons of different kinds of sheet masks for pretty much any type of skincare problem you have, whether it be lack of radiance brightness, acne problems, basically anything. This water replenishment one was actually the last one they had on the shelf, so to me I just was like, I gotta get that. And then this one, for some reason the fact that there's like a big pill on the front, I just felt like it was a big deal product. I don't know, I felt like it was like prescription strength or something. I don't know. That shows you like the power of packaging and marketing, because this blue little pill made me feel like, okay, this is really gonna work. But yeah, I haven't tried them out obviously because I wanted to show you what they look like. But I am so excited to be doing this video today because I'm definitely going to be using at least one of these tonight. The next 2 products are 2 products I've been wanting for a very long time. This foundation, which I'll take out of the box. I've used this already, but I wanted it to look nice, so I kept it in the box. But you can tell because the top is a little bit dirty. But it is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I got this in the color Santa Fe. I used it today on my skin, and I think that the hype about this product is totally worth it. It is such a nice product. I will jump on the bandwagon of saying it is completely frustrating not to have a pump for this one, just because it's just a little bit more of an issue. But I was thinking about it, and I do have some foundations that I'm about to run out of that have pumps, and I'm going to try them on this one and see if it actually fits. Hopefully it does. But other than it not having a pump, this is such a nice product. I think I was a little worried that because it's sheer glow, it might leave my skin a little too shiny, but it really doesn't leave it very shiny at all. And if I powder, then it's definitely not going to be shiny, but it's a buildable foundation, and I just think it makes my skin really, really look nice. The next NARS product I got was the Creamy Concealer. Now I got it in the color Vanilla, and I did learn the hard way that you don't need much of this. When I first tried it on, I did the whole like triangle underneath my eye, and this stuff is legit. It is super creamy. You don't need much. A little bit goes a long way. That first day when I tried this on, I was just kind of like, ooh, it's a bit much. And yeah, so I learned my lesson, and a really nice lesson that you don't need much of the product to really give you a nice, good conceal. And it doesn't crease from what I've seen, and I really like it. I really like the way it looks on my skin, and yeah, so I'm happy with it. The next product is another product I have been having my eye on for at least a year now, and it is the Benefit Cream Blush in Majorette. I would say pretty much for the past year, every time I go into like Sephora or Ulta, I will go by the Benefit little area and put this on my cheeks. I've used it in the summertime, the fall time, winter time, springtime, and it always looks good. And I have put it in my cart so many times and then kind of like talk myself out of getting it, and just this time I was like, you've looked at it for so long, you really like it, it always looks good on your skin, so why not get it? This just really looks like a beautiful flushed color. It just is very complimentary to so many skin types. I have seen this on so many girls and it just looks really good. So I cannot tell you how excited I am to add this into my makeup collection. The next two are both from Sephora. They're from Sephora, but they're by Sephora as well. And they are their cream lip stains, and they are in two different colors. So these are items I have had my eye on for a while. I've actually had my eye on this one, which is number 13, Marvelous Mauve. I actually believe currently online it's not available. It's really rarely available online, and so I was really excited when I saw this in store, and I actually started applying it on in store just to see what it looked like. And one of the Sephora girls came up right behind me. She's like, "Oh my gosh, that's Marvelous Mauve." And you know, if someone can tell the color just by like seeing it on your lips, that it's definitely a popular one. And obviously it's a popular one because it's never available, but it's very much like, I would say, kind of like a Kylie Jenner type of color, and it's definitely more of a fall color, but it's still pretty right now. And after I tried that on, I did see this one, which was the number 6 Pink Souffle, and it looked very similar to the Marvelous Mauve, but just a little bit more pinker. So I did like a little test on my hand, like a swatch on my hand, and I really liked the way it looked. And it actually is the one I have on right now on my lips. I will say that when I put the Marvelous Mauve on that day, I put it on probably around, I don't know, like 9:30 in the morning maybe, and it lasted all day long. And it did not make my lips feel at all dry, or like, you know, just kind of how sometimes a lip stain can make you, like a liquid lip stain can make your lips feel really, really dry. It never felt really dry whatsoever. The only thing I noticed when I wore the Marvelous Mauve that one day, and since when I've used this one, that after a few hours I do get some type of, I don't know what to call it, but like gumminess on the insides of my lip. And so the way that I just fix that is I put my finger right inside my lip, and it will bring off any excess. And that only happens just a few hours after I apply it, and I only have to do that one time, but it's the only thing I've noticed. But it's really, I love these two colors. I love them, love them. I love this one for now, and I really probably will love it continuing through the year. But I might use this one, I might hold off on this one until about fall, but I'm so excited I have these. So I'm going to leave the best for last in my Sephora haul, and I went to the store to just maybe look at it, and it is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. I went to the store, and they did have a tester, but they didn't have any more in stock. And I was kind of on the fence on it. Do I need really another highlighter? I know this thing is supposed to be amazing, but I kind of just didn't think I needed it. So I tried it on that day, and I just told myself that if I kept looking at myself and just like noticing my highlights or anything, maybe then I'd purchase it. And I did put it on that day, and I definitely noticed my highlights, and then other people made comments on it too, how much they liked it. So it was, I had to buy it. This is supposed to be good for all skin types. I do have it on my cheekbones, on right here, on my eyebrows, on my nose, just kind of like all over. And I do think it really does add a lot to any makeup look. I'm just happy, I'm happy I have it. This is actually, I think this may be my first Becca product, and it's definitely a proud one to add to my collection. So that's it for Sephora. Now getting into Ulta. I made a couple trips to Ulta. I'll show you the first thing I got because I already went into it. The main reason I was going to Ulta this one day was because I was looking very shiny and I just needed a little bit of powder, and I didn't happen to bring any powder with me. So I got the Revlon Colorstay Pressed Powder, and this is in the translucent color. I have already opened it, so I'll show you kind of what it looks like on the inside. I got the packaging. Got a pressed powder on top, and then it has a mirror underneath, and then a little sponge. I did use a sponge on the first day, but I only did that because I really left the house unprepared. I didn't really have my makeup bag or brushes with me, so I just had to have some way to apply it, but I probably would just apply this with a brush. But I felt like this really has done a nice trick. It doesn't make my skin look super powdery or just cakey at all. It really does a really nice job. And usually with powders, I kind of tend to just go for translucent because I want to be able to use it all the time, all year round, on my friends, on myself. So translucent always just works for me, and this one has worked fine. Next thing I will talk about are nail products. I got two different nail polishes from Ulta by OPI, and they are in the color, my very first Knockwurst and my Dog Sled is a hybrid. I thought these were just really nice, kind of summery colors. The green one is a little kind of teal looking. I think on camera it doesn't look quite as pretty as it does in the bottle. And then this one, my very first Knockwurst, is beautiful. It's like a very pale nude smoky pink. It's just very, very pretty, and sometimes I worry about these kind of colors because I feel like I have worn colors like this before and it kind of looks like corpse, like my fingers are corpses because they just have like a little bit of a purplish tint to it, but this one is very, very nice. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say. Tell me below if anyone else has ever felt like that wearing kind of like a nude nail polish, but this one is very pretty and I do like it a lot. And then I picked up another Seche Vite, the dried fast top coat, and I could not live without this. Ever since I discovered it, I always have one, and my other one's probably about more than halfway done, but it's starting to get a little thick, so I decided I just needed to get another one of these, so not much to say about that, but it is amazing. To finish off the nail part of this, I got the Ulta regular nail polish remover pads. I thought it'd be nice to have and just stick into my purse or in my car, so if I ever chip my nails, it's basically I'm done with the nail polish. I don't like chips in my nail polish. I'm very particular about it, so I think it'd be nice just to have this around just so I can easily take off my nail polish if I feel like I need to. Next item I got is a brush, and it's by Real Techniques. It's their stippling brush. I have purchased this before, and I've really liked this brush before. Unfortunately, this one had eventually, after using it for probably about a year, 2 years, no, definitely 2 or 3 years, it had started shedding pretty badly to the point where I really couldn't use it anymore, so I just got myself another one of these, and I really do like it. If you want to put on your makeup and kind of make it a little bit more sheerer as well as flawless, then I would definitely recommend this. Yeah, I really, really like it. And we come to the last one, and it is a lip item, and this is by Maybelline, and it is one of their new cream matte lipsticks, and it's in the color Daringly Nude. I have been really liking, I guess, a lot of nude colored things lately, but I don't feel like I have very many nude colored matte lipsticks, so I wanted one of those, and I picked up this one, and I loved it. And I felt like I didn't really have a nude matte lipstick, even though I just purchased 2 nude lipsticks, but I just wanted to add that to my collection, and it was a good way to round up this thing. So that is it for my Sephora and Ulta haul. I did purchase quite a bit of stuff, and I've got quite a bit of makeup tutorials now to do with these items. But if you guys have any questions about any of the items I purchased or how I'm liking them, go ahead and put them in the bottom bar below, and I'll get them to them as soon as I possibly can. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.